All right, welcome back. Welcome back to the Talkatives Football Sports Podcast. Wow, I probably just butchered that name up, but you know what? It is what it is, man. I'm it, I'm full of excitement because it's my first time back in a while. I've been gone, so I didn't really get to get all the fanfare. So it's about time I took my own horn. So introducing the fan of the 2023-2024, oh, what am I saying? 2022-2023 Premier League season champions, Manchester City, myself, Marcus. Thank you. You guys can introduce yourselves. I don't listen. You finished in 12th. No worries. No wonder you're sad. No wonder you're upset. You spent 600 million to finish in 12th. How do you feel?
I could not care less. It's over.
Yeah,
I'm actually very happy.
This is about the champions. So yeah, this is about
on the
champions. Yeah.
Three-peat champions. Three-peat. Don't forget that part. It's a very critical piece. Very critical. Very, very critical. Thank you.
Like I predicted.
Thank you.
That's so you're welcome.
Thank you. But all right, now that that's out of the way, I'll never let you guys live it down, by the way. But now that that's out of the way, we had a match today. And I say a match because it was supposed to be a Europa League final. But, there was a lot of action. But aside from that, and by action, I mean there was a lot of yellow cards being thrown around and things like that. It was a very feisty match. So it made for somewhat of a match. But, once the penalties, I don't know, maybe I'm just being that guy, but a match that goes over the penalties, it's not really my kind of final, What do you think?
Bro, looking at this game, it's looking like Roma took an early lead. Diablo was taken off at some point after, but
Dybala,
Yo, I heard it. I said, Lord, mercy. Let's try it again. Say it one more time. You got this. I believe in you.
That was bad.
Okay.
What? Am I saying it wrong?
Man,
Diablo.
Just go watch it. When you're uploading this, watch it back and see how you pronounce it the first time.
Diablo.
Jesus.
You know who I'm talking about.
No, we don't actually.
I don't know what happened. You tell me. Like, who did anybody actually watch this game?
No, I watched it. I watched it through and through. It was a good game. No, well, let me not say that. It was a feisty game. Emotions ran hot. And I think Jose Mourinho definitely had a part to play in that. At one point, he had to be, held back from basically going after the fourth official. Not that he didn't really have, a right, so to speak. And I say that in quotations because, man, the ref was on something. Missed. I won't say it was a clear handball, but I've definitely seen that handball be called in the Premier League this season. Not once, but definitely a few times. So, and he's a Premier League referee. So the fact that he pretty much waved that off and said the arm was close enough to the body, especially when you look at the replay, that dude literally had that thing. Nah, that thing was a turkey leg out there, for real, or chicken wing out there, for real. It hit him right in the wrist. Clearly, it was way too out. If it was truly close to his body, that's a clear cross into a dangerous spot in front of the goal. So that's one. Then there was just a lot of, he did make a good call though. Penalty that could have gone either way. He took the penalty off, but it was a good goal that Sevilla scored. They were pretty low in energy the entire game. Granted, Mourinho was playing defense pretty tight. kept everything really tight and organized in the back. So Sevilla definitely had a hard time. Plus, two of their critical pieces on their left side, I believe, took yellow cards in the semifinal against Juventus, so they couldn't play this final. So it's tough because they really tried to push down that side and it wasn't getting anything for them. But they managed to get one back and push it all the way to extra time and penalties. So, hey, kudos to them.
Yeah, it's reading like Marino pretty much played his defensive game, but they also created like 4 big chances compared to Sevilla's 1, and they had way more XG. So I don't know. It looks like a tough one for Jose because penalties, how it is with penalties. It's like a worse feeling to go all the way and then you lose on penalties.
The one thing I will say about Roma's penalties, Marino's choices were questionable. He had all defenders take the pens. So that's if I had to question anything, that's the one thing I would question. But hey, the man has said it himself. He can't win every final, so.
But I don't think like them being defenders as like really matters because at the end of the day, they probably still the best penalty takers, and he won't put them in that position if they can't score penalties. But it looks like they missed 2 out of 3, so that's tough.
Any thoughts on that? Zach?
Well, Jose Mourinho, as always, the heart of a champion. Are we even surprised? I mean, it's Jose Mourinho.
It happens,
Rumor has it that he's in line for the next manager at PSG. So.
We'll see.
That'll be good. That's somewhere he hasn't been yet.
I hope he can change PSG's fortunes in the Champions League at least. That's really what they want. So
from the sounds, I feel like it might be a decent fit for you, huh?
I'm not sure. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of pushback from his style of coaching and the personalities they have in that dressing room. Like it might start out really well for them, but you know how it goes with Jose. There's gonna be some drama going on, and the one thing they want the most is the Champions League. So I'm not sure if that dressing room can keep it together long enough to win that. But hey, I wish him all the best of luck at PSG. I guess it'll be exciting to watch. I'll probably like tune into a couple more PSG games if Jose is the coach. And yeah, Roma, he got them to 2 finals. He won 1. So yeah, that's another successful stint for Jose. 2 years. I think the last time it was in Italy too. He was only at Inter for 2 years, and he won a treble.
Dominated. He won a treble.
Yeah. So it's like there's another quick successful pit stop for them because he has them back in the Europa League next year. Maybe if Juve weren't like so, they took 15 and then gave them back 5 and took it away again, and maybe it would have been a different story.
Yeah, I mean, they also got them a Conference League as well, so.
Yeah, they got them probably their biggest trophy they've won like in a while, even though it's Conference League. It's still a European trophy, so and now I think if he had won that, I'm not sure it would be like the all-time leading manager with the most like European trophies. I think he might have been, or maybe he had like a record to like making the most finals or something. But he was there was a record it was gonna break if he wanted that. He's not going anywhere. He'll be there again with another team.
Yes, he will.
All right. Looks like we're all set with this match. So let's get into the nitty and gritty of That was a bang on my side, my fault. But let's get into the nitty gritty of what the summer is all about, and that's transfer news. So you guys have been in the stories a lot recently. First off, congratulations on the new manager. I know it was coming for a while, but now it's official. Now that you know that Poch is the next guy for you. I know you both have definitely put out some discontent on that on past episodes. So now that it's official, has that changed, or have you opened up your mind some, seeing as now you don't have a choice?
I think for me, it being official means like I can, finally, like it's reality. It's something like it's real now. So, where do I start? I guess he started with. I mean, first of all, they gave him a 2-year contract with an option for a 3rd year. So it ain't no Graham Potter. We're giving you the reins for 5 years. That was like ridiculous. Gave him a 5-year contract. That could have been so expensive. Deals. Yeah, like so they gave him a very realistic contract. You have 2 years to get it together, get us back in the Champions League, get us challenging again. Next year you have to win something basically, and if it all works out, we'll keep you and extend you. So yeah, let's look at what he's done so far. He's let go of Joao Felix. He's let Dennis Zakaria go. And I guess
you let Dennis Zakaria go.
Yep.
Manchester City better go sign him up.
He barely played anyways. Like we never got to see what he's capable of apart from like 1 or 2 games.
Injury prone.
Yep. So we have Loftus-Cheek. We have news Loftus-Cheek has agreed personal terms with AC Milan. I think that's another one. Like we just,
good for him.
I wish him all the best. Good for him.
Yeah.
Juve. We have Juve leading the race for Pulisic, and we have Man City talking to Kovacic. So the clear out has begun. The clear out has well and truly become. I just want to see who he will. Oh. Yeah, and then we have news which I do not trust at all about Mason Mount agreeing with personal terms with, because like I looked at that source, and first of all I had that account muted already, so I already know they're trash. Like I already had that account muted when I clicked on them. It's the mute button. And then I click on the source that they had, and he has not said anything about Mason Mount at all. Like in his past tweets, like granted, he barely tweets.
Has Romano come out with his classic Romano announcement?
Unless I hear "Here we go," I'm just
I agree. Like, Fabrizio.
It's just
to your last
grasp. If it's not Fabrizio or Nizar Canessa or like people that actually cover Chelsea, like saying it, because I don't understand, like, why is it a money issue? Like, why would you go to Man U? Like what could Man U possibly offer you?
They're going to pay him his value
money.
Maybe he wants to win the. I was thinking maybe he
he's already won the Champions League,
but
he's already won it. So it's like they what do they have to offer?
I can't see why he would want to leave.
He's gonna be playing next to Bruno.
Come on,
that's the weakest reason I've ever heard in my life.
Come on,
no, as opposed to Man U's
he knows Man U's about to. He knows Man U's about to swipe up Harry Kane. He knows Man U's about to swipe up Harry Kane, and they know that these guys are tight. They're boys.
Unless they're willing to pay
aren't you the one who dropped the link and said like Harry Kane is willing to see out his contract at Spurs? Like,
thank you.
They're gonna wait a year. I mean, Mason Mount is a young boy.
A
He can
lot can
wait a year.
happen.
There's
He
nothing.
could go
There's
set it.
nothing.
He could go set up, buy a house for set up a nice place for Harry Kane, get it nice, warm and steady, so Harry Kane don't have to do no trouble when he's able to come for free.
There's nothing, man, you can offer Mason Mount that Chelsea can. So I don't understand where all this is coming from. If it's a money issue, just paying him. You already have so many. You paid. Like, I don't see what the issue is. You've already overspent on so many players already. What's giving Mason Mount? Why is he even asked for $200K? Like really,
let's see what you're paying
what
him
is
now.
he? Like, what is he asking for? Because I think he's like on 100. So
Let me see. Let's see what he's getting paid now.
Mid 80s, high 80s, 88, 89, something like that. Last time I checked.
I have to scroll down. What the heck?
Yeah, but he probably wants like 100,000 more.
Mason, where are you on this list?
So yeah, it put him around 200.
Wow, he's at 80.
Yeah, that's what I said. Last time I checked, he was at 80.
Mikhailo Mudryk gets paid more.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that's getting sold is getting paid more.
Yep.
Mark Cucurella is on 175. Mark Cucurella is on 175 a week.
Yeah, I mean that's based on his contract from his previous club.
My God.
Mason Mount is an academy player. So
yeah, it's insane why they can't
hold on. You said it's depending on the previous club with
whatever contract,
Cucurella,
whatever new deal that they signed when they joined, it is based on whatever they had in their previous club and wherever their agent demands, whatever they demand. So
I understand.
they all got recent deals.
I understand. So please explain to me why Wesley Fofana is on 200 million. I know Leicester wasn't paying him
200K per week because that's what he demanded. He was able to demand that upon his move from his previous club because I was based on his previous pay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's still insane. Like these players are on all this money. Mason Mount,
just like if Mason Mount moved to Manchester United, they would probably have to be paying him
200K,
like over 200K plus, probably 250.
Like I can understand, like if the club is really denying him like pay parity, like look, Reece James is on 250, Chilwell is on 200. Like, what's the problem with giving Mason Mount that amount?
No, because
they made a terrible mistake.
You're looking at those deals like those guys just signed new deals. They just signed. Mason Mount's been in a contract dispute for how long? That's what I'm saying. Those guys, Reece James just signed a new deal. Chilwell just signed a new deal.
Bro, stop it, bro. Hold on.
That's what I'm saying.
I hear you, but I need to let you know the what you're just excusing right now.
I'm not excusing
2020, 2021.
I'm just
Wesley Fofana was getting paid 19,000 from Leicester.
So
you are paying him 200,000.
So
I think we're all missing the point here.
That's what I'm saying. That has nothing to do with anything.
This is the story.
He's in a new club. He's in Chelsea.
What does that have to do with Leicester? Chelsea is refusing to pay him. Like, there's no denying that Mason Mount is like easily should be making that around the same money as these other guys. So I don't know what the problem is. Like, I don't know where the dispute is coming from.
As much as Wesley Fofana.
Like, easily 200K, especially seeing his performances for his value he brings to the team. And he's been on 80K since 2019. And he's never really injured for a significant amount of time. He's always
he was
playing
the last 2 seasons.
Well, this year, yeah. But
yeah,
I think that's where, like, if he had more health, but it's like, come on, you've had Reece James and Chile be out for months. You have Conte well, I don't know. It's out of my hands. I still don't believe it. I feel like here's another test for Poach. Like, Poach, are you deciding to just allow the club to fumble Mason Mount to Man U?
No, word on the street is
Or
Post tried and failed.
yeah, that's a complete failure from the top from Chelsea. Like it will be like one of our biggest losses. Like honestly,
Yeah, I mean, how can they
and it
blame
just
Poch?
seems like he's
It's
going to
just
be
management.
wasted at Man U
Yeah,
too.
it's kind of been blame Poch.
It's a shame.
Poch has nothing to do with Mason Mount's
I don't
contract.
know.
Management.
I think
So
Ten Hag is actually building something decent at Man U. Maybe once he gets his hand
yeah,
on what?
they're going they can the way I see Man U is they can only go so far.
What are they going to
They have
be?
a
The
they have a
second
limit.
best team in Manchester again next year? Like what are they building? Like what? Gonna lose the
I
FA
don't
Cup
know.
final? Like where they finished fourth?
Yeah,
I mean,
barely.
who knows? For all we
Third?
know, we could have a Manchester Derby Champions League final next year. You never know.
Yeah, I bet.
Okay.
Alright. He doesn't even believe that, man. He don't
Yeah, that's
even
what I'm
believe
saying.
that.
Like
No,
I don't
no.
know who is falling
Yeah.
for that. Like
Oh my gosh.
Man U, really?
One day in
Come
Europa
on.
League this year, and they didn't even like.
Come on.
What did
Yeah,
they do this
like
year?
let's not talk about
Nobody
Man
even
U.
remember. I don't even remember
I-
what European country. I mean, tournament they
I think
were
they
in
were
this
in. I
year.
think they were in Europa.
And
Yeah,
what
they
did they
were in
do in
Europa. I think
Europa?
Sevilla
No,
bounced
yeah,
them
they
out.
were in Europa, and then they lost to
Yeah, Se-
Sevilla.
yeah, Sevilla bounced them out.
Shame. They got bounced 5-2 by Sevilla.
I'm telling you, bro, it was such a shameful performance.
All right, let's move on to another London club who's also having similar uh, funding issues, so to speak, with a star player. There's one Arsenal Football Club who came in second place after folding to the pressure like a lawn chair at the end of a barbecue. Um,
That's what
sometimes
they do. It's in their history, literally.
They're the top
Yeah,
four of the most bottles in the Premier
yep,
League have been them.
yeah.
But all right, so
The biggest. Come on.
No lie,
They've
biggest
been
bottles
flying.
in Premier
Their
League
their
history.
bottling has been flying under the radar for too long, and
Like,
everybody it's finally been exposed. These guys are biggest bottlers than Spurs, because Spurs at least we all knew they just have zero chance of winning anything. But Arsenal,
we knew where
we
Spurs were
also
gonna end. Yeah, but Arsenal, I mean, they what can you say? You were up 15 and then lose by 8, 10 points.
I mean, but they had damn. Did they not win any trophies?
we
They did
don't
not win
care.
any
They
trophies this
didn't win
season.
anything. They
So
didn't
would you
make it
call
to a
this season
single
a success?
final. They
They did not make
they
a
didn't make
single
it to a
final or win
semi. They
any
didn't make it
trophy.
even a semi-final,
None.
a quarter final.
I think they lost in the quarterfinal in Europa League
To
to
who?
Sporting.
Sporting. Yeah, that's a whole entire bottle job.
That's crazy.
8-6.
But
That's insane.
uh,
Anyways, yeah, we say Saliba is demanding a new deal. Wants more money.
Pay him.
yes,
It's
yes. Actually,
definitely
how much
like
is
they should not make the Mason Mount mistake and not offer him what he's worth.
Because the downfall of Arsenal started with the injury of
Letting the,
Saliba during that, and I think he got injured during that game in the Europa League where they lost.
and also their downfall in the past has been being cheap with their players and not offering them good enough
Yes,
terms and selling their players to fund a stadium like that was built how long ago? Like Wenger was more of a banker than a coach. So Arteta should not make it the same mistakes. Like Arteta was there too. Like when all these talents were like fleeing from the club and winning trophies immediately at their next club. So it's like I dare them not to give Saliba. Like see if he won't sign for Chelsea next year. Like Man City will probably take him. Like they
I
if they wanna mess around and think like they're just gonna have the same team and have the same success that they had this year. Like okay, Go ahead and go ahead. Also, they're also in for Declan Rice too, but so is Man U.
And no, but it looks like Bayern is in the lead for that. They're looking like they don't really need to pay the house for him. Thomas Tuchel has made him his number one priority.
Of course he has.
Classic
Tony.
Has been obsessed with that Declan Rice for way too long.
Yeah,
and like let it.
you can have him. I'm glad. Just so Chelsea isn't tempted because
you don't believe him?
how I'm tempted. Like, oh, Declan Rice, this is his last year deal. No,
you don't believe
I've
him?
never wanted him ever.
You don't believe in him?
He's overhyped, man.
No,
he's not that good.
We cut him for a reason.
He's a big fish in a small pond. Like
just
exactly.
Put him
cut Mo Salah,
world
just like
class.
you cut KDB.
We didn't cut Mo Salah.
First of all,
cut KDB.
Mo Salah wanted to leave.
We loaned
he wasn't
one of them,
performing,
and then
KDB also couldn't hang and fight for. He didn't want to fight for his place. He just wanted to start under Mourinho. It doesn't really work. But even though it was a major mistake but he's like, look at the coach. If our coach was Ancelotti or Sarri, Conte, they're like, yeah, I'm gonna keep this kid because he can actually like play in my system or at least be useful. But Mourinho just didn't care enough about him. And it was unfortunate.
It was bad timing on their part, and I mean, Mourinho won the league a year after sending those kids away. By the way,
so. he sacrificed all those.
The price you pay, man,
to win.
It is what it is. You know.
Again, didn't he sign like guys like Matic during that?
Yeah, he signed Matic. He brought in Ramirez. He brought in some real dogs.
And those guys went on to win the Champions League.
Ramirez was already there, but like, you know what I mean?
Like winners.
Yeah, he brought in some guys that could win. Fabregas, I think that was the year that Fabregas joined from Barcelona as well.
Yeah, I think we had guys like Raul Moriles from Liverpool, like these really tough guys, not no soft 19-year-old KDB. Mm-hmm. So it's like
of course that was prime Hazard, and who was our striker? I think it was like Eto or Drogba or something. I'm telling you, we won the league with like Eto as our striker or something. Run down Eto or something. I don't know who our striker was.
We've had
Diego Costa?
We had
I think it was Diego Costa.
We had like
no, it was not with Mourinho. With Mourinho, it was somebody else. When we won the league with Mourinho, it wasn't Costa. It was somebody else. But yeah, it was. It was quite the.
Yeah, he did. He played. He was the one that played during that 2014-15 campaign. You guys won the title.
Costa?
Yeah, he hit the 20 goals that season.
Was that with
Mourinho? Was with Fabregas.
Like
he came in with Fabregas.
Yeah, but wasn't that with Conte? Was that with Mourinho?
That was Mourinho.
Okay.
But I think Diego Costa won it too with Conte.
Yes.
Again.
Yes.
He definitely did that year, but all those guys were still there because after everything
we won it. Then we literally won it. Then the next season we tanked. Yeah, it was a collapse, and then we won it again the next year. So yes, just like
I think come close if we're being honest, but yeah, we'll see. Maybe we just have to let Poch build a little bit. I still don't. I feel like as soon as a truly elite coach presents himself, we should, just let Poch cook whatever.
Yeah. Just let him kick him to the curb, let him go, whatever we got to do to get rid of him. Let's do it so we can get back to winning with trophies.
Okay. All right. You're gonna finish fourth next season. I just want to let you know that ahead of time, so you're not surprised.
Stop. You know where we're finishing? 7th at best. 7.
Okay.
Will be the
I
next Brentford.
mean, finishing in top 4 would guarantee him a second year. So
So you're
I
basically
don't
saying
know.
that Poch is going to be a successful manager at Chelsea, which I just don't believe. All right, we'll see.
I'm not getting no.
Let's go negative.
I'm not gonna. You're not
No,
gonna see
I'm
me
just telling you
smile. You're
what
not gonna
is
see me
just clear.
smile until it
Yeah.
actually happens. Like I just, yeah.
I just don't see it. I'm sorry.
Well, first off, you need a striker. How do you feel about Dusan?
No, we don't. No, we
That's
don't. We
crazy.
don't need a striker.
Nah, we don't need a striker like that. No, we don't.
Okay. Well,
I'm fine with Nkulunku.
Jesus. You want to try that again?
Yeah, that was worse than whatever I did.
No, it wasn't. Don't try and save yourself with that.
No, it wasn't. Mr. El Diablo.
What the hell?
No, it wasn't. I purposely called him Nkulunku.
Jesus. So you purposely
Yes.
butchering the man's name.
On purpose, yeah.
Ben hasn't even been announced
You have
yet
no
officially.
shame.
Come on, bro. What did
No,
you do?
I'm just saying, like, that's our striker, bro.
Why
Nkulunku.
haven't we announced Nkunku?
We already did when we signed him.
Yeah.
No, it hasn't. There hasn't been no official.
I mean,
Welcome.
season's not yet over for
Him
them.
holding.
The season's not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Him holding
For
the shirt,
Leipzig?
he's still a Leipzig player. Like the
Crazy.
season's not over.
Crazy.
They're done. They don't have any more games.
No,
Actually,
but the
yeah,
season
they
is
have a
not
final.
over.
They
The
have
official,
a- yeah.
season is not over.
And they have a final to play. Yeah.
Oh, they're in the final? What final? The DF Cup?
Yep.
DFB Poco?
Yep.
Oh,
Against
Ooh.
Eintracht this
Oh.
Saturday, June 3rd.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll make sure to tune in. Get to see my guy Nkulunku play.
How is Timo Werner faring over in his happy place?
I think he got injured, but he's back. He's been injured most of the season, I'm pretty sure. So his stats might not look too good.
So he's still trash.
That's crazy. So people aren't allowed to get injuries these days?
He scored 9 goals and had 3 assists. That in 27. He didn't reach double digits again for anything, but he's all right. In a weaker league.
At least he reached double digits for us.
Yep. At the very least.
Are you only looking at Bundesliga goals, or are you looking at all comps?
This Bundesliga. I don't know.
Probably
Mob doesn't like to put everything in one place together. He likes to separate it.
I'd say he probably has 12 goals all season. Yeah.
I mean, he had more goals than for Chelsea, definitely. But
Yeah, he definitely did.
yeah,
He definitely scored 15 this season.
I mean that's a bare minimum
says?
he could do. He says 15, like
No,
in all
Aren't
comps.
you looking it up?
Oh yeah, 16 goals. This till now. Yeah, I see it now.
Well, there you
In
go.
39 matches. All right, well,
That's not bad.
good riddance. That's good for
That's
him.
crazy.
Hopefully, Nkuku can celebrate his final game with a win, and Timo Werner doesn't mess it up for him.
As much as Marcus St. Louis wants to claim that Christopher Nkunku is not a goal scorer. Can you tell me who won the Bundesliga Golden Boot this season?
Whoa. I didn't say he's not a goal scorer. What I said is he's not a striker.
What's the difference?
He said his
He's
best position is second striker.
We don't need whatever you want to call. We need somebody.
Yeah, whatever you think we need, we don't need that. We need a goal scorer. And
Like,
what I
literally,
I'm just saying, the player himself said his best position. And from what I'm seeing, what says out, if we don't want to strike him out,
the position he's played the most that has gotten him the most goal in the career is at center forward. I don't come on, like.
So who won the Bundesliga Golden Boot? I'm just wondering.
No, you're right. It's in
Okay.
It's in
All right. Okay. Good.
Kudos to him. Tip my cap.
The only other
Oh,
player
and I remember he always scores hat tricks against
Wilder.
Man City in the Champions League. So yeah.
I don't think he scored
Yes.
one this season, so
Well, they didn't play.
we did play them.
No, they didn't play.
We did play it.
No. You played them, but they didn't play.
Man said that.
Yeah. No, you played them, but they didn't play.
Man said that. You're rude. You're very rude.
Am I lying?
No, you're not. But since we're on Europe, I think we've reached that moment in time for predictions. We have a couple matches coming up with the squad of yours truly. First off, we got the FA Cup final.
Yes, sir.
Manchester Derby.
That is going to be a dogfight.
You think it's going to be a dogfight?
It's going to be a dogfight.
I think we're about to go and beat the brakes off them.
Wait, what happened to all this goodness about Eric Ten Hag? I think Eric Ten Hag is building something here. I wish we had like a replay thing where we
he's a gender flips.
No. Two things can be true. Two things can be true.
Eric Ten Hag. Oh.
No, two things can be true.
They're making moves here. They're
making moves. They're making moves. Two things can be true. They can be decent and still be the sons to Guardiola.
He said
they can be decent and still be the sons to Guardiola.
UCL final, bro. Manchester Derby UCL final is what you said. Like, come on, we can't take it.
Of those games, I'm telling you, Marcus, both of those games are going to be a dogfight. Don't underestimate.
I 100% expect. I 100% expect the Champions League final to be a dogfight. But this one against Manchester United, I'm sorry.
You expect the Champions League final to be a dog? You expect the Champions League final to be a dogfight, really, Marcus?
It's a final. What you mean?
No. So you don't expect FA Cup to be a dogfight?
No,
rivalry dogfight.
Not at all. I expect them to show some heart at the beginning, but we're gonna snuff that out real quick, and then after that they're gonna bow their heads.
At least you're smart about the Champions League final, because like I think that the odds makers and people are just underestimating how good.
No, we haven't played. The thing is, we haven't played Inter, so
they're underestimating Milan Skriniar and those boys in the back. Like seriously.
No, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right.
What about there's still a Conference League final as well. Like, can West Ham win a European trophy? Would they win a European trophy before Arsenal?
I think so.
Wow. Yes. That would be crazy, right? And then the question we will have to ask this question. Would you rather be West Ham or Arsenal? Because West Ham finished below us.
So if they win the Conference League, do they get automatic qualification for Europa?
I don't know how that works.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Really?
They do because they won.
So that's a real question then. Would you rather be West Ham or Arsenal? Man. That's actually a tough question.
It depends the kind of transfer window West Ham has.
That's what I'm saying.
To be honest, they're just a few players.
If I can get rid of Declan Rice and build up my team, West Ham. For sure.
Because they might get anywhere 100 plus for Declan Rice, and then you go and get that, spread that around.
We live. Definitely.
But back to FA Cup. FA Cup predictions. Okay, I heard from Zach. Shanks, I don't think you've predicted.
Man City are going to beat the brakes off of them.
See, this is someone with sense.
I'm predicting 1-1 penalty shootout. Man U wins.
It's only a 1-1 penalty shootout if we put out the B team. If we put out the B team, yeah, absolutely right.
Haaland is going to probably end it in the first half. It's going to be a warm-up for the final.
That's what I'm saying.
Man U, it's not going to get that far.
Man City's going to jump out on top of them. They're going to score a goal, but then slowly Man U is going to walk them back and get their goal back, and then it'll be a dogfight to the penalty shootout.
That's crazy.
Then,
that's crazy.
Lautaro Martinez will break Man City hearts in the final, but that's
crazy. That's crazy.
Let's see. I mean, they did beat Man City in January, but before that, it's been 6-3, 4-1, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 0-2-0. Like, Man City on them.
Bro, we're not concerned. We're not concerned. Now,
Like he said, it's a final. It's one game. So
It
Fair
is.
enough.
We
I'm still
let's
glad.
see if Ten Hag is truly that guy that you say he
yeah,
is.
if what you say, Marcus, is truly true, what if? All right, Marcus,
Two things can be true.
if what you say comes to pass, then yeah, we know. I know. Yeah, yeah.
So for
Whatever you
you,
said
Ten Hag
about
has to
Ten
win
Hag
this
and
final
Man
for
U,
that.
yeah.
I was talking
But
about next season, but for you, Ten Hag has to win this final for him
He
for him
had
to get any.
he doesn't have to win. No, no,
no.
no, 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 no. He doesn't have to win. Just don't get owned by them. If you lose 1-0, all right, good game.
Like it's
You can't lose
understandable,
3-0. You know, you
but
can't
it's
just get
like
owned. So
if
let's see. Let's
if
see if
he
his team is able to put up a fight at any point. Let's see if his team doesn't
if he is the
just,
true successor
you
to
know,
Fergie and the Messiah that Marcus says he is, he will put in some an impressive performance and beat
yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying. Like
am
Marcus
so
But
glad.
is
no, I
talking
think
him
they're
up
gonna get
all
dogged,
this. Yeah.
walked.
So
They're gonna
I
get
am trying
stepped
to.
on, eaten up, shit out, eaten up again, shit out again.
I'm just
Sorry,
I
bro.
just.
sorry.
We're about to put them over. We're about to put them over our lap and give them like it's a time for a punishment and just it's just yo.
I'm
It's a
just trying
hard
to
lesson
see
you're
if
gonna teach.
Marcus is right or
Because
not.
they have one job. Their one job is to stop the treble. They already let the three-peat happen by not even being in a conversation for how many years. So like now they're just gonna let them win a treble on top of that. Like come on, like have some pride. No, they're just not capable. They don't have the facilities.
No, no, wait, look.
Unless Rashford wants to
I don't
become
think they're capable, but I'm making my prediction based off of Marcus, of what
Again,
he said about Eric Ten Hag. So
again, what I was
I'm just
saying
trying to
is going
see
towards the
what
future.
Marcus sees in Eric Ten Hag here. So I'm saying,
Eric
yeah,
Ten
Eric,
Hag and his 10
you got
guys
this.
with iPads on the touchline can't stop Haaland. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm. Thank you.
Chelsea have been the only
Someone
team
who is
who
cultured.
has stopped Haaland, by the way. Like, we did 3 times.
And
This,
Liverpool,
this is a well
and
knowledgeable
Liverpool,
human being.
somewhat Liverpool, but yeah. Um, I'm
This
just
Honestly,
man.
saying
honestly,
if Man you are who they say you if they
Again,
are
bro.
who you say they are going to be or are, then they should put up a fight.
Again, I
bro,
was speaking
he
going
said
towards
that,
next
he
season,
said
not
that,
this
no,
Saturday.
bro, he said that in
Okay.
support of his agenda, but now that doesn't
Man
support,
said that.
he's denying Ten
Right.
Hag, like John
Ten Hag is building
denied
something. Building
Jesus,
what?
you know?
Like
Like,
He's
look,
building a future. He's not building a weekend.
Man City don't even have to start Haaland. Put Alvarez on. He'll run
Relax,
better.
relax. It needs to be a warm up.
yeah.
But to your point, it's gonna be done by halftime. Alvarez will be on at half. Alvarez will be on at half. He'll be down 3-0. Probably, and honestly, Pep might do it if we're
It'll
2-0,
come
to be
for the insult injury 4-0. Like just poke one.
Facts. Yeah, so he'll put up. No, actually, nah. Depending on how early he gets in, he might score twice.
I mean, let's look at the team. Okay, let's stop. Okay, we've just been slandering Man United, but like, congratulations to them for making the final. But let's look at their
how did I
squad.
slam? Wait. How did I slam Man?
No, he said us.
No,
They're
I
gonna win.
said man.
United, thank you.
Said
You
us.
too.
Listen,
You too.
the wicked run when
Said they're
no
gonna
one
win.
chases them. Look at you.
Now I'm trying to look at their squad. Like let's see.
I didn't slander them.
Realistically. Like come on. These guys are not.
All right, so now let's move on to the real big boy stuff.
This is not good enough.
Let's move on to the real big boy stuff. The Champions League final, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. I know it's going to be a battle. We haven't faced Inter at all. You know, Inter is known for being stout defensively, and they've shown us definitely that much on their way to the final. And they're not that bad, you know, on the counterattack. Now, however, where I think we have the advantage is in our midfield. So I think if we're able to, you know, play our game like normal, hold possession, don't make any risky passes, don't try to get cute with the ball either, and, you know, play our game, I think as long as that midfield is able to dominate, keep them out of the game and keep them, you know, expending their energy chasing, we'll be okay. But I fully expect Inter to score on us at least one. I'm just praying we score first because if they score first, then things are really gonna get dicey. Things are really gonna get dicey. Well,
Look. I think it's pretty obvious who I want to win, but I'm just gonna put this out in the air. If Lukaku has any role in stopping Man City from winning the Champions League, I'm gonna write him a personal apology letter. I like it's gonna be insane. Like, I'm buying a Lukaku jersey. I'm his biggest fan. He can do no wrong. I want him to start every game for Chelsea. Like, it's gonna be like the best thing that's happened because nothing good has happened to
So what if he scores and still loses?
Well, he's still a bum at that point.
To me, he's still a bum. Whether to me he's still a bum whether he scores and they win or not.
How did they even win?
Yeah.
So what was the point?
So.
Like, why just stay on the bench, bro? Just
stay on the bench. So you think Dzeko at his advanced age in this final? I mean, he's probably going to start, but you think he's going to play the whole game through 90 minutes?
How old was Drogba when he put it past Bayern? He was around the same age, 35.
He's about 34, 35. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you guys Zeko come back to haunt Man City. That's a storyline right there.
Oh yeah, that would be so much sweeter. Oh my God!
We thank him for his service.
That would be so sweet.
Also, you have like 3
for his
players.
Service.
I might actually cry if Eddie Dzeko scores. I might send y'all a video.
That's fine. He can score. I said Inter was 4-1.
They have 3 former Man U players in that Inter squad as well, so it might be personal. It might be Darmian, obviously Lukaku, and who is the last one? I think it's
Lukaku doesn't have any ties. After what Manchester United fans put him through, he has no ties. So you don't need to count him.
He still doesn't like Man City. Like, he doesn't
like Manchester at all. He doesn't like Manchester at all. We tried to, posy on up when we were in search for a striker. He said, hell no, didn't even consider it.
And you were over here saying, I'd take him.
I would if it wasn't for Manchester United. They'd have messed up the man.
They had him traumatized.
No, for real. They had him traumatized, bro. The man, whenever somebody says the word Manchester to the man, probably he shivers.
he went and reinvented his entire career in like the most racist league in the world and won it. Like, come on,
I don't know. I think La Liga is giving Serie A a run for its money at this point.
I think La Liga they just have it out for Vinicius. Like, this thing has grown out of control proportion. Like, Inter, they don't. It's just ingrained. Like, they just do it. Like,
yeah.
But La Liga,
because monkey sounds and stuff like that.
It's more visible because Vinicius is a superstar. But every normal black player gets it all the time. Like, they just sad. Say no to racism.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so final scores predictions. I think it's going to be 3-1 Manchester City. Makes for a good final. We win our first trophy, lift up our first Champions League, and we finally break through the wall that has been blocking our path to success.
1-0 Inter is what I'll go for. Or
1-0
1 or 1-1 and win on penalties.
Zach?
1-0 Inter.
1-0 Inter. Wow.
I think I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it to 1-1 and then Inter win on penalties.
Both of you are trash. This was not objective at all. You just both do not want to see Manchester City win.
You just whoa. He's accusing us of being non-objective. You literally just said, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be a dogfight, 3-1 man."
Yeah, yes, that's a very objective take.
No,
The first half is gonna be a dogfight, and then in the second half we come out and we blast you like we always do. That's
now
what
you
these
want to
niggas
get
do.
all specific. For the first half.
Man,
We
listen,
didn't ask half. We asked how the game's gonna go. If it's a
Listen.
dogfight, then that's when you say, "Oh, two." If you said 2-1 or 3-2, no, okay, 3-2 at least is an exchange of goals like the World Cup type
okay,
thing.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it
You
to
know
you.
what
I'll
I'm
give
saying?
it to you.
But at least
3-2, 3-2. Are you
3-1.
happy? 3-2. I'll 3-2. Are you happy? 3-2. 3-2.
No.
They score. I did say they'll score once or twice. I did say they'll score once or twice.
Okay. That's more of a dogfight.
You know,
Fair
the
enough. Fair
entire
enough.
football world sets you guys up. Okay, like this is the best Man City team of all time, and I know you guys are just gonna keep getting. And
It's
this
not
is
like
like
that. Won't say
biggest
that.
chance. Look,
So-
and y'all, as good as you are, you're gonna keep getting more and more nervous as the days
So-
tick by. As the days tick
So-
by, and when it actually there, like how many Champions League has Inter won?
I think they've won like 1,
3.
2,
I think 3.
Probably like three times.
3.
2 back to back in the 1960s, and another with Josie.
Just
So
like-
yeah, they've won it. They've won it 3 times.
Yeah.
You know, y'all have been to the final twice. So they
Yep.
they have that football heritage. That
You know,
Jose
we'll break
loves to talk
through
about.
this season. We'll break through this year. We'll break through.
so
And also-
this for the last time. Is this year your year?
Yes, this year is our year. Take it, mark it on the wall. This year is our
I can't
year.
wait. I can't wait.
This year is our year.
Just ask the people that bet against Miami in Game 7, but that's another topic.
Listen, I could have told you what the Celtics were gonna do before that Game 7. But
Oh.
last thing.
That's interesting.
Football.
I called
wise.
it, but my fandom had to switch when it was 3-3. I had to like I'm a fan. I had to switch them.
That's crazy. Last thing before we close up this episode, some crazy news. We didn't really cover it over transfer news because I felt like it would be, quite the thing to close out with. So Benzema, right? He got this major offer from Saudi Arabia. Now, word out on the street is it's not even from any club; it's from the government itself. The government will be footing the bill, and he can basically choose any club he wants to go to. That's what's that. And there's another. So that's that, right? So now, right? He does have an offer from Al Hilal. I might have messed that up. That he's considering, right? Now, apparently, he called Ronaldo to inquire how's life and everything, and he's set to make a decision about his future by the end of this week. And to make matters worse, Real Madrid is actually shaking their boots because they think they might really actually lose him. So, to all of that, what do you say to the idea of Benzema going to Saudi Arabia?
Look, for the type of bag that they're willing to throw at him, this is like
crazy amount of money.
This is like there's nobody in your family is ever gonna make that amount of money, so you have to take it. You've won everything already. You've won the Ballon d'Or. You've won everything multiple times. Like go to Saudi, go and enjoy and score another 30 goals in the Saudi League, because the Saudi League they're just gonna keep getting more and more of these players. I think MLS is kind of finished with the way Saudi is investing in their league and then trying to get bona fide superstars to go to edge. If they can cut because Benzema can still easily play in a title winning team for Madrid. Like he's still that good. So I think if I was Benzema, I'm going to Saudi because I have nothing left to prove. And if they're gonna hand me a blank check and make me a sheik, and like why not? I'll do it.
Speaking of MLS, and my biggest issue with MLS, and they do it to themselves. The biggest reason I feel like there's just not really perceived growth on an international level in terms of its reputation as a league is because they have a whole separate calendar, bro.
Yep.
I don't see why it was so difficult. So one of the main reasonings for them not wanting to go and match the regular football European calendar is because they say during the major months, where it's the middle of the season, there's a lot of states here that will be filled with a ton of snow.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like,
I'll blame them.
I understand. While I understand that, I'm like, okay, you've already invested, to get stadiums for these, clubs, right? Why, knowing exactly what the decision, how much money you would bring in if you were just to sync up your European calendar, why not make the investment to just put a dome on all those places and just open it up when the weather allows it?
Lobbyists. Somebody's gonna lose a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. No, that's exactly what I was gonna say. So, bro, I think it's the
The league will
opposite. If
make
they were to
money.
do that, they were gonna, yeah, they're gonna like lose. No, the league is gonna make money regardless. But there's like old ownership, especially when it comes to the MLS. Like the MLS, people don't realize how old the MLS is. Like it's an old league, and like basically they probably want to keep it like just like um American football and basketball.
They don't want
want to
no,
keep it like
because the
American
more they
owned. They don't
step
want,
towards Europe, they're gonna start
yeah,
losing all the things that guarantee that they'll like if they introduce relegation, it's like
right.
now we're gonna lose our status as a
How is that going to affect
as
the
a big league,
draft? Because
Yep, and
MLS
it's your
works
draft
differently.
like
There's the draft.
You can still
There's
have
no
the draft.
there's no
Why would you still
relegation.
have the draft on a regular European calendar? Once the season's over at the end of the season, you have the draft in the summer.
Yeah, but
What's
there's
the issue?
relegation.
And why
There's
can't
like
you?
relegated clubs and stuff like that. And so
No, all
I
you would
think
be
that
doing is
it just doesn't make sense
syncing up the
to have,
calendar.
because what I'm saying, it just doesn't make sense to have relegation and the draft. You know what I'm saying? You would have either one, because the draft is supposed to help the teams that are terrible, but the teams
Yeah,
that
that's
are
fine.
terrible are going to a second division. So
No, that's fine.
it just doesn't make sense.
No, that's what I'm saying. There
I
wouldn't
think
be a
it's just
relegation.
way too
All you would
big
be
of a
doing is
change.
syncing up the calendar. You would keep everything as is. You would just have the same calendar as the regular European football. That's really all it is.
No, right? Which like I said, there's big money corporations that would lose a lot of dough if all that happened, and it's a lot of old white money.
I don't. I think there may also be the issue of like scheduling and like having to fit MLS into like a European schedule, but in America, where it might clash with other sports that are on at the same time. I don't know. I don't know. There's definitely a reason why, and I think what me and Zach said, like I think they just have interest in keeping it the way it is, and
Huge
yeah.
interest. Especially now that they're actually expanding and building more stadiums, and there's more interest in
Tax money,
football,
tax
soccer
breaks,
over here.
teams investing in stadiums and
Yeah.
malls around
So
stadiums and urban development projects. All that goes. A lot goes into like Europe
and there's a lot more
had a
European
long
players
time
coming over here to play.
develop. Europe had a long
Inter
time to
Miami
develop
signing
their system.
Messi, stuff
You
like that.
Relax. Don't even know. We don't even know that to be true yet. But in any case, with that, we've come to an end, guys. If you've listened all the way, as always, we appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, all that good stuff. We appreciate
Thank
you
you
again.
all.
As always, have a great night whenever you're listening to this. Enjoy the rest of your day, rest of the week, all that. Catch you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.